Your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Valema Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, relationship first, single second, already shuffled. Let's see what we have. Taurus. A lot of king energy going on here. A lot of king energy. That's it. Okay. A lot of times I only get 2 of those cards. 2 or none lately. Which is fine. A lot of king energy. You got 3 kings out here. 2 of them are on your side, which is good. You also got a bit of fire on your side. Interesting. Interesting. Now, your partner. It starts with this card. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Your partner has something going. For some of you, I feel like your partner might have something work-related, like a work event or something. There's something they're doing that they need to do. And I feel like this is a conflict for some reason. Because whatever they're doing, either they want you to be a part of it, or it's one of those things where they can't be with you because they have to do that, and it's doing something, it's messing up your plans. So either it's something they want you to be a part of and you don't really want to be, or it's something that they can't be with you and it's kind of messing up your plans. Because I see you here with the 7 of Wands. You're trying to defend your position. You're trying to either not be a part of it, or you're trying to find a way to make what you want happen. Even though they can't seem to be a part of it. They're actively involved in something. I feel like this is a non-negotiable, to be fair. And I feel like you don't want to be a part of it, or it's messing up your plans that they can't be with you at this time, so you're trying to find another way around the situation. But that seems to be where it's starting. Now, I feel like another reason I want to say this is a non-negotiable is because your partner is also standing in the spot of the Hanged Man. They don't want you to be unhappy, but I feel like, especially if it's a work-related thing, which it doesn't have to be, but whatever it is, they feel like they have to do this, that they don't have a choice. This is what they need to do. I feel like you're trying to work against that in the sense of whatever it is, it's not working for you and you're trying to change it. You're trying to hold your ground. You're trying to stand your ground. But I do feel like your partner doesn't have that leeway. Your partner doesn't have that leeway. And what I'm feeling happening next is the 9 of Pentacles on their side. They can't change the situation. And I feel like they're just flat out telling you they can't change the situation. And I'm getting the 9 of Pentacles as they don't really, it doesn't seem like they're very stressed about it. But I also see, I don't see, I know this is the 5 of Wands, and it seems like that can be an argument card. But in my opinion, what I'm feeling here is just you're not happy. I feel like you are very upset, but I feel like you're kind of off on your own and you're very angry about it. But I don't feel like an interaction. I don't feel somebody giving their opinion, or I don't feel an argument. I just feel like you're brooding about it. You're very ticked off about it because it did throw off what you wanted to do. It threw things off. Or if, for example, if this is something you have to participate in, you're feeling like you have to do it. You don't want to. You're very unhappy about it, but you feel like you have to. Your partner seems okay because it seems like you got the clue. You know that this is a non-negotiable at this point. Whether you're going to be a part of it or not, however this needs to play out, your partner realizes that you get that it's not something that they can negotiate about. This is just how it has to be. But you're not happy about it. You're not happy about it at all. It's just how it seems to be. The chips are just kind of falling, or however you want to put that. Now, your challenge card I'm seeing here is the 6 of Pentacles with the knowledge card. And I feel like it's just you coming to terms with how this is, that your partner really doesn't have that flexibility to change things for whatever reason. And the reason this is the challenge card is saying, just kind of working with your partner, just kind of flowing with it. I don't feel like that's going to be the easiest thing, but the sooner you can kind of roll with it and flow with it, the happier, the easier life will be for you. That is definitely a challenge, though. And they're saying the knowledge here is I feel like you can get there mentally being like, all right, this, that, and that's how this is going to work out. Mentally, you can get there, but I feel like your heart, your emotions are just, you still honestly don't want to. You don't want to. You're still honestly aggravated about it. They're saying just go with your head at this point. Just follow through with the routine. You'll be fine. I just feel like your heart won't be into it, but you'll be okay. Okay. And what helps is actually the Knight of Wands is forcing yourself to physically move forward and support your partner and just go along. Like if there's something you have to be physically a part of, just go along and do it. Just push yourself forward just to get through it. If it's something where you can't do something you want to do because your partner's not available, do something else to distract yourself. Something else you have going on, something that you have on the back burner usually, pull that thing off the back burner and concentrate on that instead. Actively distract yourself away from it if that's how that has to go. That's flowing very easily. All right. Now, spiritually and where you're standing, here these two cards are very powerful for you. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, like the King of Pentacles is your devotion to this relationship. You're very stable here. True, you're not really that happy about what's going on, but you're very secure in this relationship. You're staying where you're staying. Everything is fine here. And where you're standing is the King of Cups. Like you have a lot of love for your partner, a lot of love. And I feel like you can center on that to kind of get you through this, like you're doing this for them, that type feel. Because I feel like you're just kind of letting this go. Because I feel like you expressing that love, like, you know, I don't like this, but I'll do this because I love you. If that's how you got to do that, then that's how you got to do that. Because I see them, their spiritual card is the Ace of Cups. They're feeling that love. They know you don't really want to do it this way. This is not optimal for you. But they literally are stuck. There's nothing they can do about it. The Hanged Man is telling me they're stuck. There's nothing they can do. They feel like there's nothing they can do at the very least. But they know you're doing this and you're working with them out of love, and that makes them feel good. They know that they can count on you. That's one of the reasons they love you, because you're very dependable. Now, there's two cards left on their side that I haven't touched yet, but I think it is talking about how it comes forward, because they have to, if you don't realize in the beginning, they have to impress upon you that they have no move. They can't, there's no wiggle room here. They have to do what they have to do. They have to impress that upon you. They have to make sure you understand that. Now these two cards are coming in. One, the Knight of Swords is the challenge card. The King of Swords is what's helping. They need to make sure you understand that they have no leeway, that they have to do this. This is how this has to work out. The difference between the two is how aggressive it is. Because I feel like if they come forward too aggressively, they could upset you. They could make you very angry. They could really tick you off, and it could just last that much longer, where you're just ticked right off, and it could make the situation work. Their challenge is to actually come through as the king and just like state that this is how it is, and just to be a little bit more diplomatic about it. Between the two, the knight or the king is more diplomatic. He works with people. He sees the things for what they really are. He's about making things work out. He's about, there's an end goal, I have to reach my end goal. And he can talk very sweetly, he can talk very nicely, very angrily if he wants to. He makes his impression, but he's always about moving forward towards the goal, what it takes to get successfully to that goal. The knight just kind of busts forward and just beats the hell out of people to get where he wants to go. That's the best way I can put it. Like, this is a more violent approach to it, just like, you know, running through that situation like a bull in a china shop, just knocking things over, destroying things. I will get my way. The king is more cultured, more control, getting things done correctly rather than violently. So I feel like that's the difference between your partner. Like, realize that they have to come forward. They're going to have to stand their ground. Divine guidance is pushing them towards the king. Like, handle it towards the king way, being more diplomatic. I feel like the kicker here is for if you realize that they really have no leeway, and if that's when this reading is coming towards you, to realize they have no leeway, you can actually inspire this with your King of Cups to stay on a good level, to have this more of a calm, diplomatic talk. You're not going to like the outcome anyway, but if it stays on a level playing field, Everybody's playing nice. It's just information going back and forth. They just can't budge. There's nothing they can do. If it comes off nicely enough, I feel like you'll get over it a lot quicker. What's in your hands is just to keep it at that level line, to keep a calm conversation, not to let the thing, because you're going to get upset is what I'm getting. You're definitely going to get upset that this is not going the way you would like it to. Just to keep it on that even level playing ground, as calm, cool as possible, and keeping you both on that level. I feel like this will work out a lot better. If your partner feels like backed into a corner, I feel like that's when you're probably going to get this Knight of Swords energy where they're just going to get upset and they're going to come at you very harshly too. So just seeing that for what it is, I feel like you can steer this ship in a way where the information is coming out, the honest information is coming out, but it doesn't have to be a really bad moment. It can be just one of those moments where you're still not happy, but you're getting the information honestly without it becoming very harsh. So they're saying don't push your partner too far, don't push them into a corner and demand things. Be careful of that is what I'm getting. For some of you, just be careful of demanding things because that's going to be the corner. That's going to be pushing them in the corner. That's when they're going to come out fighting. Over there? All right, I feel like we got that message across. Let's do Taurus singles. Let's get into messages for Taurus singles. What do we got for Taurus singles? Messages for Tauran singles. What do we have for Tauran singles? Empowering information to help them see the truth about what's happening and help them move the situation in the direction that they want to actually go in. Alright, I think we're there. Was it Capricorn I was just doing with that card? My least favorite card in the deck popped out. Yay! It's the Devil card. It's right in the center. Just to call it out for what it is. You also have the Death card and the Ace of Cups in the World going on here. There's a lot of good things coming around it. So it may be just one of those cards that's just highlighting what's not working so you can change it to make it better. Okay. Now, you got the Five of Wands at the top. There's a lot of discord with this whole situation is what I'm getting. From beginning to end, and I feel like it's, we'll see where it goes. There's a lot of discord. There's a lot of mismatch in personality is what I'm first getting. There could be something else there, but personality is what I'm really connecting with. And in the past, this is coming off from a place of love. There's initial attraction. You're both very into each other. Things seem very good. It starts off with romantic attraction very intensely both ways is what I'm getting. All right, now that's where it starts from, but it doesn't seem to go very easily. I feel like there's personality conflicts. I got to be honest with you. And I'm getting the Devil card with the Four of Swords here is I feel like the Devil card is saying there seems to be a lack of understanding of each other. Nobody's wrong. I'm not feeling like anybody's wrong. I just feel like the way you do things and the way they do things, there's a clash. And I feel like you're both strong enough to say how you feel. Excuse me. And it seems like these are not comfortable conversations. I feel like it might have started off earlier, especially when this Ace of Cups was here. I feel like the two of you might have been more giving in to the other. It might have been a lot easier in the beginning, at least in the sense of getting along, but there's a lot of giving in one way or the other. I see as things keep going forward, the Devil card with the Four of Swords, I don't feel like the two of you are getting along, and you're trying to figure out why. And I feel like you're both trying to figure out why is this so difficult. In the environment, I'm getting the World with the authenticity. I feel like especially the other person may have been giving in a lot in the beginning. And I feel like they're coming forward more of who they really are. Their personality is starting to really shine. And I'm not feeling like it's a bad thing. I just feel like it doesn't mesh with you. And I feel like this authenticity is coming forward with the world is you're seeing who they really are. You're seeing the authentic them, who they truly are. But it's a conflict. It's a conflict. And it's just, I just feel like personalities are not meshing. I get that with the Five of Wands here. Now, these two cards, the the Page of Pentacles is where you're standing. The Hanged Man is the situation. The situation is kind of like, it's in a weird state. Like, I feel like you guys are still seeing each other because the romantic connection is there, but I don't feel like it's getting any better. It's not really getting that much worse either, but it's not getting better. And I feel like you're standing here with the Page of Pentacles just kind of like, this is just the beginning of this. And I feel like that's how you're looking at this. This is just the beginning, and it's feeling kind of hard right now. What's it going to evolve to? And I feel like that's what you're saying to yourself. Like, where is this going to go? Because what you're looking for in life, you're looking to cement in with somebody that you can actually build a life with. And your thoughts are, is this the type of life that I want? Do I want to be arguing with somebody constantly? Are these arguments going to get worse over time? Are they going to get better over time? Is it possible for them to get better over time too? You want to be optimistic, and I get that. But the question is it going to be like this? Is it going to be worse? Could it get better? You want somebody that you can build a life with, and I don't know if this is going to work, quite frankly. Because I feel like what you're coming forward to, I'm getting the Death card, and I'm getting the Fertility. So that's like, I feel like you're thinking somebody else is a better bet. The Death card is, I feel like you're moving on from the situation. The Fertility is saying, because you need somebody who matches you better. It's not enough just to have chemistry. If that chemistry is connected with discord, you don't want a life like that. Yes, the romance is there. Yes, the attraction is there, and it's engaging to be around this person. It's very exciting to be around this person. But it's a better future for you and possibly them too, to go in a different direction, because living this way is not going to cut it. And that's why you're walking away, because you're feeling that there's better fertility. There's something better for you out there by walking away from this. And I'm getting that this World card is repeating for them, because I feel like they're seeing like the truth of it too. I feel like you're both acknowledging that. There's chemistry here. I feel like there's a lot of sexual chemistry. If this is matching, I feel like there's a lot of sexual chemistry here. The way this is ending is a little bit interesting, in my opinion. Because I feel like the two of you are having a hard time disconnecting completely from each other. I don't feel like you're actually dating, but you might still be seeing each other. Whatever that means, go with it as you want. And this is a general read, so I'm not saying this is going to hit for everybody. But the Hierophant with the 5 of Swords, I don't feel like you're really dating anymore, but you might be seeing each other, if you know what I mean. I feel that energy, so I'm not saying this is going to hit for everybody, and I hope it doesn't sound rude, but I feel like the sexual part might be living on while the relationship part is really not happening. Like, it's just kind of like that passion is kind of addictive, and it keeps happening. And the 5 of Wands, or 5 of Swords is like that fruitless win. Like, you're still kind of enjoying that part of the relationship while it's not really a relationship. And it's just like that part is surviving, but the rest of it isn't, because you're not arguing anymore, because you're not really hanging out beyond that. It's just that's all there is. And that's fine if you're okay with that. I think the reason my face is scrunching up a little bit is because I feel like this is not... I don't feel like you're happy with this. I feel like you're not happy with this because it's almost like blocking you from finding someone else. I just feel like this is not working for you. But I feel like you're drawn into this sexual energy because it's really good. But on the other hand, you're kind of like, I don't like how this is feeling. I don't like that's the way we're connecting, but that's all we're connecting on. And it's almost like, how can I find somebody else how can I find this greener pasture when part of me is still connected to this person? And I feel like you're conflicted about this, and you're having a hard time with it, to be honest. I feel like that's where this is ending. Because I don't feel like you really like that, to be honest. Something about it is just like your heart is still going towards this person, even though you don't match up in a personal sense. Like, relationship-wise, you don't really, but the sexual nature does, and I just feel like you're not comfortable with it, and it's finding a way to move on from it is your challenge. Are we there? All right, I'm going to let that be. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.